Evening. The cost of public pensions is one of the biggest drains on Bay Area government budgets. Linda Yee joins us now with news on a proposed law that is supposed to rein in some of the biggest expenses. Linda.
Dana, that is what the author of the bill said on cbs5 last week. But now we've learned that we've talked to critics who say it will only make matters worse.
It's called spiking.
San Francisco Assemblywoman Fiona Ma is out to curb excesses in pension spiking by public employees with Assembly Bill 1987.
My bill would prevent them from accruing their vacation, their sick days, any other sort of agreements, and cash it out at the last year, and then use that inflated number to get their pensions going forward.
It doesn't do what she thinks it's going to do.
But CPA Marcia Fritz says Ma is wrong. She's president of CaliforniaPensionReform.com. Here's what she says AB 1987 would do for public employees like the notorious, highly paid Bell, California officials. Bell City Manager Robert Rizzo made $787,000 in his last year, the wage at which his pension was determined. But Fritz says with AB 1987 in place, Rizzo would have added cash outs from unused vacation amounting to $323,880. That would have pushed his final compensation up to $1,110,880. Calculating his pension from that amount instead gives him an extra $230,000 a year.
She's calling it an anti-spiking bill. Part of it does close a few loopholes, but then she's adding loopholes. It's not a good bill.
Ma insists AB 1987 addresses abuses by the state's top earners like Rizzo, but Fritz is worried it will create opportunities for other staffers to pump up final pay. Contra Costa County Supervisor John Joya agrees.
It doesn't solve the problem that it's claiming to solve.
Joya sits on the county's pension board. He says Ma's legislation ties all state agencies to a judge's ruling originally meant for only a few.
This bill would lock all of us into a court decision and a settlement of that court decision from many years ago that would result in employees being able to use unused vacation in their final year to increase their pensions. And then that can change only if the employer and the union bargain that issue away.
Joya is concerned AB 1987 will end up costing Contra Costa County taxpayers even more in the long run, especially considering 4 of the top 10 Bay Area pension earners retired from the San Ramon Valley Fire District.
We're facing, a drop in revenue here in Contra Costa County and across the state. We're facing increased cost, and then we're facing the increased demands to pay off our pension debt. All of these combined are resulting in a tighter crunch on services.
Fiona Ma told us that critics have accused her of letting unions craft the bill. She says that's just not true, and some people want a panacea.
Some of the critics feel that this bill does not go far enough. This bill seeks to curb the abuses for those highly paid employees that are not part of a bargaining unit.
She's trying hard, bless her heart, but she needs to go back and redo it.
Assembly passed AB 1987 unanimously in June. A Senate committee is now reviewing that legislation, and this is something that we have to follow very closely.
Right. No, thanks for straightening it out. It's so complicated. I mean, you have to be a forensic accountant and a lawyer and a mathematician.
Oh, yeah, and I'm not even sure if we really straighten it out because things keep changing.
Right, right. Well,
so we're going to keep an eye on it.
Okay, good. Linda, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.